guys, welcome to ASG Motorsports. So we get asked a lot, what do we do, what kind of cars do we work on, and how does it all happen for your project? So I'm going to give you a shop tour. We're going to walk through, show you a few cars today, and what you expect to see when you first come to the shop. So as you can see, when you get here, front office and into our workshop. So come on through and I'll show you a few things. So pretty clearly you can see that we've got a fairly busy workshop. Everybody asks, what do we work on? Do you work on my Commodore? Yes. Can you do any work with a Barra? Yes. Do you work on JDM cars? Yes. Do you work on rotaries? Well, yes, we do. And if you have a look around today, you'll see that this week there's actually 4 rotary vehicles inside our workshop getting various work done to them. To answer the rotary question, do we build rotaries? Yes, we're happy to build your rotary. The only thing we don't build in a rotary car is the engine here at ASG Motorsports. If you come here and you have a Commodore, whether it be a VT or a VE Commodore, early Commodore, an LS or a small block, whether it's a 308 or a 350 Chev, and you want that engine built, yes, we build that motor. Do we build Ford engines? Yes, we build Ford engines. So let me show you a few things that we've got going on. Over here we've got Charlie's Bluebird project that we've started. Some of you may have already seen that. That's going to get an LS conversion, Powerglide transmission, and an FG Ford XR6 Turbo Ute diff conversion into it. So stay tuned as that unfolds, because at the moment it's just in the measure up phase. And then next to it today we've got Sam's Rotary. That's here today because it's getting a full Caltech package to replace the Microtech ECU. So Sam's got this beautiful little car, nice RX3 coupe. Everything's already done. It's got an SDR engine package. The car's a running car. It drove in the workshop. What he wants is to update the wiring and update the ECU system. So we're going ahead and putting a full Nexus package in this car for him. So stay tuned and we'll show you this car when it's all done and finished on the dyno later on. Next to us here we've got Brad's Pontiac. Brad's got an LS single turbo engine package. The engine and everything's already in the vehicle. The car's here for a Haltech, which we would like to put in it, but unfortunately no Haltech going in this one. As much as we do Haltech packages and everything, Brad's already purchased a Holley Terminator Max ECU. So we'll be wiring this car up with a Holley Terminator Max ECU. So this is one of the LS packages. Again, this is a built engine. Brent's built this motor, and it came in to have a Haltech package installed into the vehicle. So you'll see that we do a lot of this sort of stuff here within the shop. So this has got the full Elite 2500 ECU, harness, Haltech dash. We've incorporated everything into that to do with gear position sensors and all that sort of stuff. So this is going on the dyno this week and it'll be tuned here by myself on our hub dyno. So that's another one of our projects and types of things that we do. Just here on one of our 6 Lloyds, you'll see Brandon's just doing our general servicing at the moment. We've got a Barra. Everybody loves a Barra. So yeah, you'll see here, this is recently one of the Barra engines that we've just built. It's gone back in the new game. We've just finished running it in and the tune's set, so the customer will be picking this car up this week, go and do some kilometres on it and then bringing it back to get power tuned. But yeah, we'll show you in the engine bay on that, but that's got a Haltech plug-in ECU in it as well. And it's one of the nicer packages and nice Barra builds that we've seen here in the F6 Type B series. Then you'll see this week we've had a HP Kingswood here. Max Kingswood came in, had a set of Motorfab leaf spring kit for it with some suspension upgrades and all that, so we fitted all of that. Gearbox has been out of it, it's had a flex plate put into it, new starter motor, just to resolve a few issues. So these are some of the other projects that types of jobs that we do and projects that we do. Under the cover is a really nice VL, which we're going to keep that covered up for you now, and we'll show you what's been happening with that on a different video. But that's a really nice build to what I would class as a very clean, nice street car package on that vehicle. So we'll come back to that. Obviously you got Hellraiser on the hoist, you can see that. Most of you have seen that on all our videos and see us racing that car, so yep, that's ready to go to Lakeside this weekend. And then you've got Damien's RX-7 here with a 20B. This car was originally built by PAC. It's been in for a complete update. We'll show you the bird's nest of wiring that we removed out of this car, and it's no fault of anyone other than this car has just had year after year things added to it. Stereo upgrades, central locking upgrades, all sorts of things. So this car's had a complete rewire, as in every piece of wiring has been removed from the vehicle and we've completely started again. It's running a Haltech Nexus R3 ECU, IC7 dash. We recently did a 6-speed TR6060 conversion in this car with a 20B turbo package to make it nicer to drive on the street. And yeah, really nice package. So that's been on the dyno and been tuned. So we'll show you some more with that later. If you're into red RX-7s, well, we've got a red RX-7 as well. This is John that works for us. It's been a lifetime project of his to try and just get this car back together and running. The motor's back together. Nice little 13B Bridgie, you know, Weber carby. That's all been on the dyno and tuned. So that's another nice little NA rotary package that we do. Just in here you'll see behind us we've got the big white door. Well, that's our hub dyno, where we keep the mainline hub dyno for all our big horsepower projects. There's some sneaky work going on in there today, that's why the door's closed. But if you come along here, we've got our roller dyno. So this is pretty much where we do all of our cam package LS cars. Most of our rotary stuff gets tuned here. This car's a Microtech, it's 13B, bridge ported engine, small turbo, and Microtech ECU. Ben's next door at Full Circle Restorations, done all the paint and panel on this car for Andre. And it's all back together, and now we're just finalising and fixing some fuel system issues, resolving a couple of small minor problems with the boost controller, and getting the car all tuned up. And it's a nice little thing, making the power it should for a 13B Bridgie, and doing everything right. So yeah, you'll see here, this is where we do most of our stuff. Like you see, lots of cam packages, lots of our dyno videos, all done on our Dyno Dynamics dyno in here on the roller dyno, using shootout mode in our separate dyno cell. And then next door to this room, we've got our engine room where we build all our engines. Currently we've got an RB25 with a 30 bottom end being built. That's a really good package for about 800 horsepower at the wheels in a street car. As I said, we just finished the Barra. We've got another 347 stroker in there at the moment on the build. We've got the big block for the Nova, 555 cubic inch big block. That's going to be a nice piece. We'll definitely be doing you a separate video on the Nova engine build when we get Richie involved in that, when everything's back from the machine shop. But we're working through what we can there at the moment. And then up the back of our workshop, if you come for a walk, we'll show you where we do our fab bay. So it's a pretty all-round workshop with everything, you know, that we need to perform our duties to be able to maintain the services that all of our customers require. So you'll see that we've got a full fab bay down here with its own hoist. Something pretty cool to see is the Nova chassis just sitting here on a couple of jack stands at the moment while we piece it back together. The body's getting finalised and colour put on it now, and yeah, hopefully we'll get this thing back together pretty soon. But that gives you a broad rundown of ASG Motorsports. So if you have a high performance car, whether it be a JDM, a rotary, an LS, a classic or a hot rod, we have the services to sort out what you need. And if there's anything you want to know, just give us a call and we'll try and share our expertise with you to guide you in the right direction to make your project become a reality.